And shaboop, we alive. Oh my
Drink from the winner.
That last 3 minutes is indescribable. that
Sing the beginning of Moana.
That was non-stop beratement of my ears.
And
it was
you asked for it. You gave us a timer.
Oh, hold on, wait. Also,
we stopped, and you said, keep going.
Yeah. I said, sing!
Sing! Okay, and also, before I forget, Jason McClover, welcome back. Love to see you here. We got Gab, probably lurking, might have left. Whatever she's doing, she came in, said hi. I know she has a social function tonight, so she's dealing with that.
She's Mr. Worldwide.
And finally, thank you so much, Jason, for the support for the 7 months of subs. We really appreciate that. Keep that train going, and we always love to see you around.
Choo-choo.
Thank you.
Gaming Creations is also here.
Gaming Creations is here. What's going on, Gaming Creations? Always happy to see you. We're gonna be getting into some D&D lore kind of stuff tonight, so hope you're very excited. Always happy to have everybody here. Welcome to the table. Okay, anything else we want to go? Darby and I have been chatting for an hour. We have been on this Zoom for an hour.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride Month.
Nice to be.
Moss is unmedicated and queer. Be nice to them.
Listen, everybody, whether you're gay, straight, black, white, we're all Korean, so it's important that we're all unified. Yeah, Fort Delort, what's going on, Steve? Steve and I. Oh, and by the way, to anybody who is not already subbed to Forge of Lore, you should go and do that now. Forge of Lore is an excellent D&D stream, D&D YouTube channel. They deserve all the love in the world. And also, they had just finished up Scald. They have a completed D&D series on their channel right now. 120 episodes, I think it is, maybe a little bit more. Yes. And the new series, Forge of Lore, Sage, coming soon, going to be DM'd by Emmy from Forge of Lore. The 121. The mind behind all of the art, behind all of the design, is the one that's going to be running the show. So everyone,
so much of our frame elements is like Alatur.
Fun.
Oh my god.
If you like, here's a good way of putting it. If you like the thumbnails, thank Moss. If you like anything else, thank Emmy.
Yes.
And so if you haven't subbed yet, good things coming soon. There's good things to go and watch to get caught up, and there's good things coming soon, so get excited for that.
Fun.
Oh, yes. And so that's all I got. Anybody else have anything else before we hop right in? Oh, that burp was so loud it didn't come through on the mic, and I'm mad about it.
Well, that was just for you guys.
No, we didn't hear it.
Oh, well, that was just for me.
Treat yourself.
That was just for me.
But yeah, and happy Pride Month, everybody.
Happy Pride Month.
And do you want to play some D&D?
Yeah.
Always.
Yes.
Let's drag in some dungeons.
Let's drag on these dungeons.
Drag on these dungeons.
Okay.
Drag on my dungeons till I crit.
Till I
Oh my god. Okay, then, as always, a deep and cleansing breath before we begin. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Then, everybody, please join me. Oh, it feels good. And everything after the breath is canon. Bit of a tonal shift from the lo-fi beats, and I want to get us all rooted back within the game world because it has been a month since we have played Palm on the Fist. And so I think everyone needs a little bit of a reminder so we can all be on the same page going forward. So I wrote a recap. Would you mind if I recap the last several sessions for us so that we all know what to do? Okay, no.
Kate, I know everything, so...
Well then, Kate, take it away.
In the beginning.
Whoa!
We're going all the way back.
I love you. Okay.
I love you too. Please speak.
Okay. So, everybody. It has been a while. So let's start a couple sessions ago. The Battle of Zurigo has been won. Everyone here survived their battle or their assassination, with only one casualty, the deacon Hadassah Pierce, who was revealed to be a vessel of MR PhD. Her body was given to the bagman as you all lied to the All-God Cleric, wanting to keep the news of her death away from him for as long as possible, understanding that he will want blood if her unfortunate passing is revealed. Kalinag Pash, Yorda Pash, and the remaining Pash siblings were freed from the Fury's mind control and fled west to the outskirts of Zurigo, where they patiently wait to be recalled by Narayan Pash, the youngest of the Pash clan, who has now temporarily joined your group. Following this, the All-God Cleric demanded punishment for this assault on his city, and planned to enact penance onto Narayan. However, selflessly, Olive stepped up and took the punishment in his stead, leading to her being boiled within the healing chambers beneath the Grand Ziggurat. During this torture, as Olive called for the blood and death of her captors, the Weird One appeared, and unleashing some kind of power from the depths, he offered to spirit her away to the godly weapon that she seeks if she accepted his hand. However, Olive, surprising everyone, especially me, decided to remain with her crew, choosing to forgo this power for now, in hopes of rebuilding the relationships that have now been fractured. So, we are going to jump forward by 1 hour to when Olive rejoins the rest of Rochi, being escorted back by the All-God Cleric himself before the All-God Cleric returns himself to the Ziggurat. And Olive, as you rejoin the group, you realize that the Umberly monks, which have supported you, are nowhere in sight, and by the Weird One's own confession, have left to return home, deep beneath the sea. And before I turn the floor over to you guys, Olive, you are very visibly injured. Horribly so, and everyone here is able to clock it. Her is taking a nap in a barn. Don't worry about it.
In a barn?
Yep, she found a barn, she found some hay, she's taking a nap, she's tired. It's been a complicated couple of days for her. Olive, you've been reduced down to 10 hit points. And due to the penance you received in place of Narayan, your body has been almost permanently changed. You have welts visible on all parts of your skin below your neck that are beginning to bubble along your bluish-green skin. These welts will become raw before scarring over, and these scars will form into an almost web-like pattern across your body from the shoulders down. Without intervention from a high-level cleric or some kind of grand healing spell, the scarring will be permanent. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And with that, the floor is yours. What do you all do?
I immediately want to just get us to a place that is safe and away from other people.
Okay. Where would that be?
Could I possibly convince the All-God Cleric that we need to go back to our boat and we'll be right back and we're not leaving?
I'm gonna be honest with you. And also, he's not there. He has gone back to the Ziggurat.
Okay.
But also, hate to be a dick, no.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We could go to the amphitheater.
Is it empty?
I think so.
There's the silent chorus, but they can't talk, so...
I mean...
But they also want to get out of here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe the amphitheater is the place to go.
Was there a curtain, like, on the stage?
You could certainly makeshift something. Yeah, what's up, boss?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, did all the druids leave?
No. They're still in the Ashen Grove.
Okay, he just left.
Who?
He was making a big exit, and then he came back probably.
Yeah.
That was like him being like, whatever, you know, because they all left because they were like, we're not gonna follow you, dickbag.
Yes. The head druid just went back into the grove. They're all still there.
Okay.
I'm having a brain fart. What was his name again?
Oh fuck.
The clap, I think.
The clap. Yes.
Fuck.
Thank
you. Clapper.
Yes.
Yes.
Clap.
The clap.
Because of, say it with me, burning sensations.
Yeah. Yeah. We said the same thing.
Yes.
All at the same time.
But if you guys want to make your way to the amphitheater, you definitely can.
Yes.
While we're walking there, seeing that Cowrie kind of reaches out like they're going to take Olive's hand, but then sees that Olive is injured and doesn't want to hurt her more and holds off for the time being.
Can Mud make a medicine check? Because, like, being exposed to air is probably not super... It's probably super fucking painful right now, right? For Olive?
How's Olive reacting? How's Olive taking it?
I'm back with the group.
Yes, you are. You have rejoined the group. The All-God Cleric dropped you off, and went back to the temple.
Mm-hmm. I think she's just very withdrawn. She's very unnaturally quiet and just kind of hanging back.
Mud is gonna take his cloak off and just gently wrap it around her shoulders just to keep the boils from being exposed to the air, because that will be painful in of itself, and so just gently does that, and then will take up the rear so Olive doesn't have to keep looking over her shoulder.
She's not looking over her shoulder. She's just staring ahead at nothing.
Fuck. Okay.
And also, Kate, your microphone's just crackling just a little bit. Can you just turn on the sensitivity just a tad?
Yeah, sorry.
You are all good.
Wait, you don't like a little... Heaven forbid a girl has vocal fry. God damn it.
Heaven forbid she crackles a little bit.
I'm just boiled alive. I can't crackle.
And crackle! And okay. You guys make your way over to the amphitheater, correct? Yes? I'm right there?
Mm-hmm.
You make your way over, and Cowrie, you're able to notice the silent chorus moving around. They're kind of like makeshift dwellings up in the amphitheater's seats, but besides that, they look at you, they bow, they recognize you, but they do not come to approach.
Okay. I will lead everyone up onto the stage, but kind of keeping us to the side of it so that it doesn't feel like we're on display for everyone.
Okay.
I would like, because I have an herbalism kit, and I have 3 more usages of my restorative ointment.
Okay.
I'd like to combine the 2, and use my Moonsicle's power as well to hopefully heal Olive. And so that's going to be 68 plus 6 plus a d4 of healing.
Before you do that, what is Olive's reaction to Mud trying to heal her?
She just puts up a hand.
And Mud's gonna put everything away.
Can I help a little, please?
So what's the plan?
We're going to save these people, these Leonin.
The other ones on the island, or in general?
Are they... They're trying to keep out of sight of the All-God Cleric right now.
We just sent them away, right? Basically.
Yeah.
Oh, Narayan is also with you guys. Yes.
Well, the things that we're trying to achieve, the deacon is dead, and we need to figure out what we're going to tell the All-God Cleric. We are fairly confident that the rest of the people here, their goals align with ours. And we need to figure out how to coordinate and spread that message in order to take care of our main goal when we came here.
Have my Skywrite spell once we take a rest.
Do we think the All-God Cleric can read?
Oh, yes. It would be more of a... How it would... Oh!
Because if he can't... Wait, sorry, go.
That is a nat 20 he can read. Yes.
Fuck! So it would be great if he couldn't, and then you could use that.
But
Symbols in the sky!
he probably could, knowing him, he could probably read in all languages, because he's got all those voices in his head.
Yeah.
Um...
And actually, it's more likely that the flock won't be able to read.
At the very least, me and hers flock, they definitely can't read.
I mean, and if mine can read, they can't exactly share the message by speaking. I don't say that so loudly because that feels mean.
You see what? You see B. You see the guy who talked to you before about the Thieves Guild, of the guy who was part of Spuff years ago. He looks and goes. He shuffles on.
They're good like this. I should have done that. That's cooler.
The All-God Cleric, like, we like hush that Hadassah wasn't with us, right? But he's like kind of clued in that she's missing. I don't remember.
He wanted to consult with her, and we kind of spoke around it. It didn't seem like he knew anything was up at that point, but he's so erratic that
the longer we withhold that, yeah,
the second he realizes is the second he's going to become angry about it.
Right.
Well, are we going to get your weapon first? Before we do any of this? We sail off into the middle.
Getting there is more complicated now. Yorda has the porthole, which may be a portal to the deep sea.
And they left.
I don't think they're off island though.
I think I have...
Because allegedly they don't have ships anymore. More likely than not, the rest of their forces got hunted down.
Go ahead and make a survival check, AJ.
Ooh.
AJ.
Okay. I'm so wise, guys.
So wise.
That's 12.
That's a 12. Well, whether or not the rest of the forces are still, the rest of the Pash clan is still alive, the other 75 dudes, the ships are definitely still there. Mainly because the All-God Cleric was given the order to go and destroy them, and then just never did that. He got caught up basically punishing Olive and kind of like engaging with you guys and just never followed up on that. And now he's gone back to the temple.
True. Were we like we know that Narayan has the thing that can connect with the family?
You do know
that?
Yes.
So if we need to find them, I'll turn to Narayan. I'm gonna go out on a limb that they're not gonna leave you here.
No.
So, not that you're a hostage, but as long as you're with us, they are within reach.
Yes. And I can lead you to them on the western outskirts of the city, or I can call them back here if you wish them to re-enter the city grounds. However, that would almost certainly be met with resistance.
Yeah, probably not. Unless, we were ready to fight the All-God Cleric, and that would be, the kickoff.
There's a certain finality to that, yes.
Have to rest before that.
Yeah, sleep would be cool.
Should we try and spread the message today? And then maybe... Have we slept here yet?
No.
Have we been here multiple days now?
It's been over
maybe
24
once.
hours at this point. The sun is now rising over the eastern horizon, essentially meaning that it has been over 24 hours that you've been here.
But we haven't long rested.
No.
Okay.
It's been a
I was trying to figure
crazy day.
I was trying to figure out if we know if the All-God Cleric is a morning person or not.
No.
And if we should get up before the sun does and strike.
If he is, it's not willingly.
My tumors say it's rise and grind. So,
because I would say the best thing to do would be to, I don't know. We run the risk of leaving more time for the All-God Cleric finding out, but telling everyone now means that they would all have more time to prepare and get the word spread. So,
are we ready to act on that message?
Well, even if we
soon?
aren't, he's going to find out about the deacon soon enough.
But we have potential. It's a long shot, but we have potential to downplay it, right? Because the fact that she's a vessel.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, we could spin it because back in the day, she did not let him find out that Ken betrayed him. And I have to imagine that she had good reason, that the idea of being betrayed might make him worse than he is usually.
Well,
yeah. Wait, we killed Ken in this same day?
yes.
God.
It has been 20 hours since Ken died.
Golly.
Golly.
How's the tentacle I got?
The tentacle. Oh, it's fresh as can be. Calamari, pristine.
the eye is still clear. It hasn't clouded over or anything.
The eye?
You know when fish, they're fresh.
Oh,
the eye
yeah.
hasn't fogged over yet.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's because the deacon didn't want the All-God Cleric to know he was betrayed, but maybe more so because the one controlling the deacon already knew the prophecy, and seeing what you could do to calm the All-God Cleric down maybe wanted you not so easily in the clutches of a mad person.
We don't really lose anything, right? Telling the All-God Cleric that Wyla killed the deacon. The fact that she's dead sucks, but someone that he already views as an enemy killed her.
He still views it as a price to be paid,
And we probably want... We want Narayan long gone before he finds out.
Yes.
True.
I'm trying to remember what the other people in the herd saw when the deacon died. Because I feel like we, like...
The rowdy bunch, like, may have, like, processed it, no, but, like, seen her on the ground, maybe.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you right now, excellent question. People did see... okay, so there were two factors to that. Number one, her was seen running with the deacon through the crowd to AJ. Whether or not they knew she was dead is still up in the air, but it at least was her was the last person to be seen with her. And Olive just said to the All-God Cleric, she's totally fine, nothing to worry about whatsoever. And so, logically, you guys would have to imagine that if it was somehow discovered that she's not around anymore, and people started talking, it would either be Olive or her that would assume the blame.
Great. Not me.
Give me a
Let's
second.
go.
And did we put her in the bag?
She was in the bag, man.
She's in the bag.
Yeah, we put her in the bag, and you gave the bag man something else.
Gold.
Gold,
What if-
yeah.
Here's the thing. If it's a risk that people are gonna start talking, maybe we need to make it so the deacon is walking around all normal-like, and I raise my hand and show the masquerade tattoo that I have.
Ah.
Just
That's
to
not bad.
buy us more time.
That would also be a great way to start spreading the word. Because I'm sure the deacon has plenty good reason to go around and talk to all the different groups in the flock.
Well, your flock seems the most knowledgeable on who to trust. So,
I'm trying to... I'm trying to remember. It's been a month, forgive me.
You're all good.
The man who I was talking to in the choir...
B.
we were able to do, like, speak with, like, thieves can't... Right? I'm trying to remember how I communicated with him.
No, so it was just he just kind of spoke very softly.
Right.
And
Right.
because these people can talk, they just don't unless they're called upon to sing.
Right. Okay, I couldn't remember. Okie doke.
You have to be careful with assuming Hadassah. I keep saying that. I think it's the wrong name.
Hadassah's correct, yeah.
Hadassah? Okay. I feel like you almost have to, like, go right to the ziggurat, be like, what's up? I'm chill. I'm gonna go out for a stroll.
Yep.
See you later. And then you can kind of... Because if we start the inverse way, he'll be like, where have you been? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, true.
be like, I was healed by her, it took a while, they didn't want you to panic.
Exactly.
Everything's going well.
How long does that last, by the way? The tattoo.
Does it doesn't say on the thing, does it last all day or is it an hour?
I think an hour.
It's an hour.
Okay.
I wake
Also-
up, turn to somebody new, and act like I don't know nobody. So
Also,
Blow myself up.
the All-God Cleric, he can't see through that stuff, right? I mean, I know he has all sorts of weird crap
Does he
that we don't
have true
understand.
sight?
everyone give me an Arcana check.
Well, can we get advantage on that? Because Ken was invisible and was hiding. And
Yes.
yes. And we know that Ken had to disable the other guy who had true sight so he could continue hiding back.
Yes.
So we know that if
Hold on.
All-God had true sight, he would have seen him. I give you guidance. Guidance!
I don't.
4.
Let everybody roll.
Are we all doing it? Do we do it with advantage?
Why not?
22.
Insight?
Ooh,
I think it was Arcana.
There's Arcana, yeah.
Arcana, a
22
dirty
Arcana.
20.
Dirty 20?
16.
16?
Can we add one of these?
9.
9?
Can we add one of these random d4s to this or no?
You can.
Oh,
you
right.
can add to
Oh,
anything.
yeah.
Everyone adds another d4.
So,
23.
19.
23.
19.
Group check absolutely passed. I will say that you guys are able to recognize that a lot of the All-God Cleric can pull spells from the entire cleric spell list. It just happens randomly. However, you're noticing a trend where it seems that the spells he's able to cast are more on the violent variety. So True Sight is probably not going to be in his repertoire.
Wheelhouse. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So that should be fine.
And
in
let
theory.
I'll go over to B and say, do you mind
Yes.
coming over and speaking with me and my friends real quick about some of our common interests?
They are the members of the cause, correct?
Oh, I can't hear you at all.
They are the members of the cause, correct?
Yes.
Then yes. And you guys are able to see bald, tattoos on his face, robed, hands within sleeves. You guys are able to see a tall, I think it's human. I don't have the sheet. Human man walk up and look to all of you.
Everyone, this is B. B. This is Olive, Mud, AJ. Our friend whose name I won't give to you for his own safety.
Makes sense, yes.
And B, we are trying to coordinate the best way to... Oh, yes, and everyone, B is a member of SPUF. So we have shared interests. But basically, we wanted to get any insight we could from you on how we might get everyone united in our cause. Perhaps by the morning.
Looks over to you and says, "The bells."
Bells.
And he points up to the top section of the amphitheater. He then points off into the distance into the destroyed city, and you guys are able to notice that the only structures here that haven't been completely destroyed and reduced to rubble or have been somewhat restored are different kinds of chapels. Whether or not they have been newly constructed or restored from the previous city, chapels are the most stable structures here. And within the steeples of the chapels, you're able to see church bells lining the skyline of Zorigo. And he says, "The All-God Cleric has a system in place to notify the entire city of certain events, to declare days of silence, days of prayer, days of penance. There are many different symphonic combinations we know to begin alerting the entire city of certain practices, and one of these is a call to gather. It was the call that was given to have on a weekly basis, to have the gathering for the effigies on the beach. So if we wanted to gather all people here, that is one way we could do that."
Okay. And could we trust that if we brought everyone together and called them to action, brought things to a head, that they would fight against him with us?
From my exploration, as I mentioned, I would delve deeper into each of the factions to see who would be most loyal. The most resistant would certainly be the Inquisitors, as they are the ones who most directly benefit from the All-God Cleric's cruelty. A potential issue, as they are the most numerous. However, from what I can see, they lack any magical abilities whatsoever, and are primarily skilled with blade and firearm.
If we
That is
could
definitely
gather... Ooh. If we could gather these Inquisitors into one place, could we set a trap for them?
Push them into the sea if we gather them at the beaches. It would be
a lot of strong lions.
It would be a large battle. Many lives would be lost, but if we could split the All-God Cleric from his loyal soldiers, those with more powerful abilities may be able to assist in... He kind of looks around and goes, eliminating the problem.
Well, it's worth asking, is there something that the Inquisitors want? Something that they're lacking under current leadership?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but no. Oftentimes, the most violent are those who benefit most from warlords such as he. They're willing to follow whatever doctrine he has as long as they can pillage and plunder with impunity.
Okay.
What if we could promise them something that the All-God Cleric can't?
What do you have in mind?
Well, I think we know the reason why nothing can grow here. And if we get that reason under control, and if the druids will listen to me for once, I think we could promise some really incredible things, and those who aren't swayed are those who die.
You would need to speak to Patrick about such things. There is a risk.
Patrick.
There.
Is Patrick the one who slapped me?
No, that's Patrick the Deck.
Patrick's the one that's just like super lucky or whatever.
Yeah. Although a complete turn of force, I believe, is unlikely. However, he does have sway amongst those with more violent tendencies. It would not hurt to try.
All right.
Bless you.
Bless you.
So,
I think we don't do anything. We keep things as peaceful as possible while spreading the news as subtly as possible. We go to the mouth if we can, and if we want to. If that's what you guys want to do. Whatever initiative you guys have, I'll follow.
As will I.
So, recap. Convince the druids. Ideally, just eliminate the Inquisitors in some way. And then we kind of have the numbers game in our favor.
Or, well, yeah, these druids are particularly good. Are all of them wildfire druids, or is it just Clapper?
It is all wildfire druids. Yes.
If there's one thing they're good at, it's burning away the rot.
Because what I could also do, or me and her, whenever she wakes up from her nap, especially because it would probably stroke the All-God Cleric's ego, we could say, we tortured Narayan to lead us to the rest of them. I take a division of the Inquisitors with me, and then, oh my goodness, what went wrong?
They fell into the sea.
They all died but me. What?
They all fell into the ocean.
They all
He's
died.
like, you're a pretty bad general.
You're learning.
Exactly. I'll be like, oh, it's because I went without her. She was sleeping.
It's my birthday.
He has lost. He's going to lose 750 men in one day in 2 battles. and he is the sole survivor of both of them.
Her didn't have her sword. That's why, I swear.
Aren't you the chosen of Talos, the god of war? Is that somebody
exactly.
else?
Yeah, Tempest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I tell us this can't be happening. Okay, order of events. We someone in disguise goes as Deacon Hadassah to walk through the temple and be like, "Hi, All-God Cleric. Look how alive I am." We talk to Patrick the Deck or should we do, because we can either talk to Patrick the Deck pre getting the Inquisitors out, or we have AJ go to AGC, be like, "Hey, tortured Narayan, we know what's up. Give me 700 of your guys. We're gonna go get them." At which point we can either talk to Patrick the Deck, see who we can sway, or with the help of your Leonin friends, push them all into the sea. Maybe before that as well, stop in with the druids.
What does pushing the Inquisitors into the sea do?
Just killing them. It doesn't have to be that way.
How are we gonna get them that far out?
No, sorry. Push them to the sea, as in if their backs are to the water, it's easier to fight them. It's a big strategy in like medieval warfare, where if you're able to have the enemy unable to retreat, you can just fight them one line at a time and just kind of pick them off. And yeah.
And the further the Leonin are from the water, the better.
I need to make a note. No. So what's the plan?
Wait, we actually want.
We're figuring out the order.
Yeah, we're figuring out the order. What's the selling point for Patrick as well? I feel like Patrick.
About making stuff grow here?
I don't know if Patrick cares about that.
Well,
he strikes me as very much, I'll go where I can make the most profit, plunder the most, kill the most, whatever. He's very hedonistic that way.
I imagine that's true of most of them.
Well, he's also been blessed or cursed by the goddess of luck, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but he definitely doesn't. The way he carries himself, he doesn't feel like it's a curse.
But yeah, that's how I would describe it. But you look at him and you tell him, which side do you think is gonna get lucky?
Oh, that's kind of hard though.
Fucking spit bars, Mud. Let's go.
I think lines like that work on pirates because it sounds good.
I think so.
It would work on me. It sounds good.
And you're a pirate, so like, the logic is there.
I think either me or Kaori should just wander around as the deacon real quick. Just have some people glimpse us as we're doing our shit.
You both have the tattoo?
We all
do.
Except for you, sorry.
Yeah, I don't.
Quick
I don't know how that would work. Would I just be a really tall Hadassah? Like.
Oh wait, yeah, she's very small.
Well, it's an illusion. So
yes.
Okay.
So your head would still be up here, but it would look like she's down here,
Right.
and so.
Yeah.
Someone would pat my head and they would just.
It's like a DVD drive.
And if whoever goes in as Hadassah should see if they can talk to him. Because we need to try and get him before we leave.
Also, quick, just for in the interest of time, because it sounds like we want to have, and let me know if I'm hearing you correctly here, get AJ to have the All-God Cleric give him troops to go get the lions, and then also have someone go as Hadassah to go see the All-God Cleric. Whoever goes as Hadassah, them and AJ could just do that together, and AJ could be like, she's okay, so.
Yeah. And do we want to start with the Inquisitor stuff before or after resting? After. So should we do the Hadassah thing now, rest, start putting all this into motion tomorrow morning?
Yes.
Or it's the morning now?
It is. The sun is rising, yes.
Should we just sleep? Does that kind of help aid in the time it allegedly will take for her to get better, to go find him?
I don't know if it's better to do it sooner rather than later, because people did see her with Hadassah.
Yeah.
That's true. We could do that, and I could just be like, oh, I'm whittling down this stupid lion. I'll get him.
I'm working on it.
I'll throw enough meat in the grinder.
You can use his sending stone to be like, I know how we're gonna lure the other lions out of here. You know,
exactly. Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna use this. No, you can't have it, All-God Cleric, because you're just gonna yell at them and you're gonna ruin the plan. I'm using this to make the lion pup beg his family to save him, and then
Yeah.
We're
What
gonna
would
make it seem like
Drew? What check would I have to do to see if the All-God Cleric knows about the family communication device, for lack of a better word? Or do I just know he doesn't know about it?
You would know he doesn't know about that.
Okay.
He
I will
didn't
probably
exactly.
withhold
Yeah.
that information.
Okay.
Because then he'd be like, "Oh, let me go with you," and I'll be like,
Be like, no, you have to tend to the flock here.
Hey, 751's a crowd, man. Come on.
You're not invited. God.
Don't invite yourself. Oh my God.
And the
So rude.
and the Hadassah that goes in can be like slightly injured, like very tired, and like, oh, the great prophets, they're healing me, but we still need more time. But I needed to come see you and be like, oh, I'm alive, and then disappear again.
Or just have it so he can see her from a distance, and then we just turn back into ourselves. Like, have it be like he sees her walking down the street from the fucking top of his ziggurat or whatever, you know?
Yo, by the way, if you look right down there, you can see she's okay.
Waving.
Smile
She's
away,
okay.
boys.
We
Smile.
just need to have, if we're gonna rest, maybe we just have a counter rumor that she's fine and she's just doing other shit in the city.
Wait, a counter rumor.
To the
Nuh-uh,
current rumor that she's dead.
Nuh-uh, I heard that she's taking
The
a nap.
I saw her
AGC
buy
is like,
bread just
I've
down
been
the
hearing
road.
conflicting
Don't say
reports.
she's alive.
You have dementia, All-God
I- Maybe.
Okay.
So hold on.
So
The Clover, don't give the DM advantage.
Thank
What
you,
do you do? What do you
Clover.
The
Okay.
Glover, no.
What
The
are you
Clover said
doing?
y'all are taking too long.
Okay. So, all right. From my understanding of the plan, it's going to be a two-man team. AJ and someone disguised as Hadassah. They're going to go to the All-God Cleric and say, 1, give me troops, 2, I'm okay. The other 2 are going to make their way deeper into the city, and they're going to talk with the different faction leaders to try to get them on their side in the upcoming battle. I was walking my dog in my pocket, DM advantaged. Thank you, McClover. Wait, thank you, your dog. Fuck you, McClover.
Drop the dog's name.
Oh my goodness. I know we've been, saying all this out loud, obviously, and not to exclude Olive, but where do you fit into all these plans? Like, is it a bad look if you start going to talk to all the people when you look like, like that? Or, I don't know.
Well, you
Are
could
you,
be
like,
nicer.
soft banished? Like, should you, like, be sitting in a corner and thinking about what you did? Like, I don't know. From their perspective,
Mm-hmm.
not mine necessarily.
Mm-hmm. Wherever you would think I would fit best.
I hate this. You don't do that. You feel strongly about things. And I want your help. You're smart and you... No crew member or captain or anyone does the right thing all the time. And making a mistake doesn't mean that you don't have good instincts, so we don't still need you.
I still have a lot to learn. Not just as a crew member. I have a lot to learn. This is a solid plan that you all have made. And I do want to help. That's why I'm here. I'm willing to go wherever you would need me.
Okay.
You guys are more than welcome to say that this is the bad way, but maybe Cowrie and AJ, you go talk to the All-God Cleric, and all of you and I go and find the factions.
Sure.
Works for me.
And it works for me.
I don't think I can help with the scars, but I can help with the pain, if you'd like.
Please don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Perhaps if we want, rather than talking to the factions, perhaps we return Narayan to his family.
Yeah.
Because the All-God Cleric believes that he is under our close torture.
I don't know what he believes right now.
Well, I imagine he's satisfied.
If we send him back, will we still be able to find our way to the Leonin?
Probably keep his sending
Right.
stone.
If that's all right with you, Ryan.
It would be a fair trade for the luxuries you have provided me.
I meant we could, with your leadership, Narayan, we could escort you
Oh,
to your family.
that also works, yes. Yes. But then I can give you my pendant
can
to
stay
call
in
upon us if you would
contact.
need us, yes.
Okay.
Very well.
I think that's a good idea.
And we start this now and then we rest?
Yeah, I think we tell your silent chorus,
Silent
What is-
chorus?
Silent chorus,
Choir.
yes.
Silent choir.
It's the All-God Choir with a silent chorus.
Ah, I think we tell them to start spreading the whispers that something's going to happen soon, and for people to get ready
Yeah.
to shake off the yoke of this unwanted faith.
I turn to B. Do you think that you and your choir can start on that?
You see him smile for the first time as he nods.
Thank you, B. We appreciate it.
Puts the gag back in, and gets to work. Okay.
All right, then we
We rest.
split up for now.
No, or yes. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, we do. Yes.
We'll meet back here.
Yes.
For a good old siesta.
Yeah.
Going to bed at 2 p.m.
Mhm.
I've been up since 6 a.m. yesterday. Okay.
I'm going to give one of my 2 scrying scrolls to Cowrie. I'm gonna hold on to the other one.
Okay.
If we don't return here in what? An hour?
An hour.
Because that's as
An
long.
hour.
If we don't
Yeah.
return here in an hour, we're gonna whoever's here first is gonna use the scrying to check on where the other one is.
Okay.
I will cut a little piece of my hair and give it to Cowrie just to
Aw.
make it easier.
I'll do some of mine too. Give it to you.
Okay.
I'll
Plus
do a little
Mud's hair.
druid craft to make a little wooden like almost jewelry cage around it.
Oh.
Aw.
Just so
No.
it doesn't get scattered to the wind.
Okay. And so
And Narayan just like, I don't know, hang out, take a nap.
Well, he's
Well, he's
He's
Does
coming
he
with
go
us.
with you two?
yes, he's
Okay.
leading us to his family.
Right. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just taking notes. Hold on.
Yeah, if some fuck shit happened to them while they've been running around and everybody turned again, you better call us.
Okay. Then
that throws a major wrench in
You
everything.
guys want to take the sending stone from Norion then?
No.
Oh. Isn't that how you guys are gonna find his family? Or can he go?
when I am back with my family, I can provide you the stone.
Okay.
I have a sending scroll I can give to one of you.
I have sending scrolls.
I
Okay.
think
I think I have
Oh
two.
no, I used it. That's
Right.
I have 2.
Oh, then we're chilling.
Once I get a rest in, I'll have Creator destroy water again.
Nice.
That's in 8 hours, so.
Okay. But first and foremost, we have Team Ajowry heading
Ajowry.
heading over to the All-God Cleric, and then we have Team
Moliv.
Moliv.
We have Team Moliv heading off to the Pash Clan, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then with that, before we take a quick break, do you guys separate? Are there any final words before you guys go on this hour-long mission?
I will give Cowrie a guidance.
Oh.
Just to hold in the chamber.
Okay. And with that, you guys depart as the disguise kicks up, and we will see exactly who we're going to begin with right after this break. Take a very short break. What an amazing! You guys are amazing at roleplay. What a long fucking day it has been.
God, I didn't realize this was all one day. That's bonkers.
24 hours, 25 hours, yeah.
Huh?
Sleep is for the weak.
Yo.
No sleep campaign.
No sleep. No sleep.
Die
To
in-
Brooklyn.
I've been up since last Thursday.
We die in 6 days because that's how exhaustion works.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Those cars are going real fast and left.
Fast and
And
left.
left.
So-
Yeah.
Yeehaw! And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off in my brain just to make sure everything goes properly. We're gonna start off with Team Ajowry, and then we're gonna hop then over to Team Moliv, and we're gonna go back and forth every 15 minutes or so until it is concluded. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, absolutely awesome. But for right now, everyone, go pop your hips, get some water, get a snack. We will see you again back here in about 10 minutes. Peace out, guys.
Yeah.
Break.
At what beach,
And
Normandy?
we are back. Shout out to veterans everywhere. You should get some ice cream.
You
okay.
best
Happy Pride Month.
All
Happy
right.
Pride Month, Fats.
A weak effort to not get canceled, Drew.
What am I being canceled
We know
for?
what you said.
Gay people can be Italian.
Yeah,
And bisexual people can have innies and outies that like different sexes. It's fine.
exactly. Grow up.
They grow up, everybody out
I
there.
think I found it. Oh my
I
god.
found the child. This is
not-
the most tired-looking child I've ever seen.
Why is her face hanging?
Because she fought on the beaches of Normandy.
Show some respect.
I love the comments. Was she stranded at sea for 20 days? She's asking for her last meal and you're laughing.
And you're laughing.
Okay. Time to hop into the Team Ajowry. All right. You guys are able to make your way through the city of Zurigo. Cowrie, you look like Deacon Hadassah Pierce. How are you interacting with the masses as you are walking through the city?
I am just kind of walking and looking as well, this disguise, like looking just a little bit injured, a little bit worse for wear, to kind of like keep with our story. But
Will Will it break the illusion if I like keep a hand on your shoulder, like acting like I'm helping you, kind of like
No.
be stable, like walk a little? Or is
Probably.
it close enough?
I don't know.
Break the illusion, like the magic. I mean, I'd allow it.
Like,
You're
or
not
like
being
if they're
hurt.
yeah. It helps sell the story, you know.
Yeah.
Because someone
I'll
saw her shove your body into my arms, so.
Yeah, true. Okay,
It'd be
yes,
like-
then I'll try and like walk a very
That's great,
specific
Grandpa.
way.
Time for bed.
Time to take your pills.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, man. But just like doing her best to like stay very tall, very like the way that like old people move, that they're kind of fragile.
Yes. Makes sense. You got.
And I am not trying to. And she has like a blindfold, right?
She does. Yes. Oh no! Taken by AJ.
Oh, should I put it on?
I can give it to you. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I suppose.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
because I didn't tell anyone about that yet, right?
Oh. Well, I disguise her, and I'm like, well, I guess the disguise can just include the blindfold. I don't need it from you. Because it includes like her clothes. It's not wearing tiny cowrie clothes.
Yeah. Tiny cowrie clothes.
And I'm not trying to invite conversation. I'm like just.
All the jinglies are away. We're on business.
Are away.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And you put the blindfold on?
Well, would the blindfold not come with the illusion? Is what we were saying.
It would, but you wouldn't be able to read the text because nobody read the text of that.
But because AJ's the only one who knows about it, right?
Yeah, I'm the one that knows about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you could tell me.
Nah.
Cool.
I don't even remember what it said. So
You couldn't read it.
You couldn't read it.
No, I couldn't read it. Yeah.
Ah, right.
Yeah, right. There was
Wait,
text.
wasn't
I
it in
couldn't read
Aquin?
it.
It was an Aquin, yes.
I can read that shit.
Also, why am I red? I'm not red on the stream, but I'm red in the Zoom. It's fine.
Ginger.
Why are you red?
Why are you
Why
red?
are you?
Yeah. We're making conversation, and Cowrie is like, oh, what languages do you speak? I speak Sylvan, Aquin, Thieves Can't. What about you, AJ?
I speak Common. I think Orcish, technically.
Sign language. These hands got
I
a lot
thought
to
you
say.
were just gonna go common.
You know, I speak the regular.
I speak.
Can Cowrie read Aquin now?
Yes.
Ah.
No. You can tell him to check. Oh, you caught me slipping, didn't you?
Fuck! Sorry!
No, it's my
Oh my
fault.
God.
You sly dog. Okay.
It's Darby 3 years ago fault for being like, oh, Cowrie can't read.
You gotta beat a 15.
A 15.
15.
Oh god.
You have a guidance to use.
You have a guidance.
Ooh, 15 exactly.
15 exactly.
Let's go.
As you guys are walking, you begin ascending up the stairs. Wait, hold on. Was that a conversation? Was the blindfold given to Cowrie?
No.
Okay,
No.
then it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
Cowrie
Well, no, now
Cowrie
we
can
know.
read.
But
Now
now
we know in
yeah.
theory.
Now the next time Cowrie's just like, ugh, you know, I was talking to my friend in Aquin, and AJ's gonna be like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Cowrie can read Aquin, it's mostly symbols.
And yes,
Think
well,
Aquin
and
is.
what I will say is that Aquin is largely a language that can be sounded out, but the sounds don't mean anything unless you speak the language. It's kind of like binary in Star Wars. So even if you can't read Common that well, you'd be able to read out the sounds, and by saying it, you'd understand the language. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, and that definitely sounds like the only thing Cowrie can read.
Okay, amazing. Then as you guys are ascending up the ziggurat stairs, again, it's like 20 stories. The legs are hurting.
We're
AJ,
doing
you're fine?
the Rocky.
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Guys, be careful. We don't want to get it taken down.
You make
The MCA.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too good.
You make your way up to the All-God Cleric's chambers, and you see him sitting on his massive throne. And he looks up, he sees the deacon, he sees you, AJ, and the floor is yours. What do you say? As he...
It is a pleasure to see you. Our prophets have been taking good care of me. I am still a bit worse for wear, but soon enough we'll be on the mend with their help.
There were rumors of your severe injury, and there were whispers of your passing. But it seems that the god of war must also be blessing those within peacetime to heal and recuperate from battles. You are to be commended, AJ.
Thank you. You're whatever we call him. Those dastardly Leonin, did a number on her, but thanks to her swift actions, we were able to separate her from harm and give her the care she needed. But with the pup that we still have with us, I'm in the process of extracting some information from him on where we may potentially find the rest of their flock.
Yes. I'm so proud.
Thank you. And once I have it, I will take my Inquisitors and we will drive them from this island in the name of the All-God Cleric.
No. I have been thinking. And we will need every man we can get our hands on for what the next few days have in store. I was hoping to confide within my deacon, but it makes sense that my general of war would hear my plans as well. We have much to discuss.
It seems we do.
Do you wish to hear what I have been planning? What I have been thinking of these past few hours?
Please regale us, yes.
Yes.
I'm going to switch the music over very quickly.
That's good music.
I don't...
Death.
Ooh.
7 days.
The church bells.
AJ, I look upon you, and I see a man who is blessed with destructive capabilities. But I must confide in you that your talents must have bled over to Cowrie, to Olive, to Mud, and to her, forming a congress of destruction. And now turncoats and non-believers assault my grand city. And my own brother does not remember his favorite sermons, and now the Umberly monks, I can feel it, their depths, their chills, have left the holy flock. There is a darkness that rests over this congregation. And I am the only man that can lift this fear and uncertainty.
And you are able to see in the tumors, his eye begins crying blood as he begins to become more stressed. And he responds.
Please remember, you are not the only one that can carry this message, as you say. That is what we are here for.
That is correct. You are here to take the weight, the holy weight, the weight of the world off of my shoulders, be the crook of crooks. But I believe that I am the only man that can motivate you. Motivate the flock to do the impossible. To unify us stronger than we have been before. I have been thinking of what Olivine mentioned. How she spoke of the young cub of lightning. How he was not in his own mind. Being controlled by this captain Indago, that he commands the fury. But that makes no sense. It is supposed to be hers, my general of clapping thunder. It is her who commands the storms, not this unworthy folktale of a man. Is this not true?
Of course.
I think of the pain and shock of the call in response to the rest of that crackling energy clan. And I think of the visions of her and her storms and the lightning. And now I see through her spyglass of clarity. I was wrong. And I would want to apologize to her for bestowing such an honor incorrectly. Her wields the holy spyglass not as a captain, but as a navigator. She sees the destination over the horizon, and she leads those truly worthy to where they are destined to be. But think of where a navigator must reside, and think of what that must mean. A navigator's job is thankless. It is one of vigilance and solitude and of sacrifice. And along this most holy path set by her, I see the way forward now, and what we must do in 2 days' time. The message, the ships, the Lion's ships that they came here on. They will act as our holy wings as we make our most grand journey yet. We shall take their vessels, and we shall sail them straight into the Fury, as its path is on collision with us now, being beckoned towards the lightning, towards the crackling energy. The music stopped and we're on lo-fi beats now, but I'm not calming down. We shall brave the storms and we shall parlay with this captain, Imdago. And he shall be welcomed into our flock as the true general of Talos. And once I command the Fury through him, we shall wash away any doubt from the minds of our followers. And at this point, he stands up and begins pacing around the room. Again, 12 feet, 1,000 pounds, a monster in front of you. And begins waving his sword around. Thousands of eyes turn to Storms with the gods' holy plasma. Faithful in their thoughts and loyal in their actions and unshaken in their own devotion. And from there, just as the Holy Ark saved the worthy from the storms, we shall be sailing an apocalypse, bringing judgment down upon the Boneyard and Trum and the Arbor and the Underhand before reaching out and taking the world into the All-God's embrace. 2 days from now, that is my plan. Is it gracious? Is it ordained? What are your thoughts?
I think it is the only plan that could be. For her to wield this power that Imdago has stolen for himself.
And my general of conquest. Oh, I apologize, I cut you off.
I was going to say that I turned to AJ. You know her best of us. You see her taking to that power well?
I do. I think this is a magnificent plan. And for added glory for her, be the past run-ins with this Ndago who afflicted me as well upon the beaches. I know I will take much pride in being there to help escort her to ascend to this highest form of her generalcy in support of your faith.
You shall protect the Navigator. You'll protect her crow's nest in her solitude as she leads us to our destiny. And if Imdago chooses not to bend the knee to the All-God flock, there is always room for a sacrifice to the grand storms above.
I would wager that that would be the course. But I ask again, to what with the rest of the Leons? If we bring them too close to the Fury, there will be no time for a chance of parley. They will immediately revert back to their base nature and strike out at us.
Give me a persuasion check.
You still have one more guidance from the ship, right?
I have another D4. I don't remember what it's for.
Yep, you're all good. Also, that was a lot of me talking. Thank you for holding in there. I appreciate it.
My
That
boy is cooking.
is... Was this persuasion?
Yep.
That's a 22.
Holy crap!
Yo.
The All-God Cleric looks to you and goes, "Can they truly not be saved?"
We thought we saved the father. And upon seeing his children again and being in proximity, there's no matter of will we can instill upon them to resist that base urge of anger and desire to take what's theirs that the fury empowers them through. I fear it would be a grave mistake, an oversight of judgment on our part to bring them along closer to their source of power.
Even as the waters part, and the blessed make their way across the sea floor, there are those that will charge in as the waves come crashing down, those that cannot be saved. Take which men you need, and slaughter them that are unworthy to join us.
It would be my pleasure.
And there is one more thing,
Yes.
my deacon. I must ask for your personal forgiveness, for I have wronged you.
How so?
The unconventional nature of today has made me forget our schedule. Allow me to make my donation to you.
And you watch as the All-God Cleric, enormous, huge strides, walks over and grabs a bowl that is usually set for holy water. He takes the bowl, and as you look inside, it is pristine, it is completely clean, and you watch as he kneels. Again, he is still, in comparison to the deacon, he is towering over you. As he puts the bowl down, he takes his arm, puts it over it, he takes out his sword, and he cuts his arm, and he bleeds his arm. Probably an excess of blood comes out of it. Probably at least a liter of it fills up the bowl. Before he takes it and pushes it over to you, and said,
Will there be anything else, or may I rest now?
You may rest. That will be all.
you watch.
Is the bowl like also gigantic?
It is large enough.
Will is the deacon to carry this, or like will AJ have to kind of take it for her?
I will say in this moment, AJ would have to take it for the deacon.
Yeah.
As the All-God Cleric, wrapped half armor around his face, with his other half of his face being tumorous and overgrown, crushing one of his eyes shut. As he walks back over to his throne, he puts his sword down, hilt right into the rock, and he and you watch as he bows his head and begins to rest.
Okay. I will grab the bowl and I will motion to the deacon, wink wink, that we should not leave the ziggurat, but let's go bring this where it's supposed to be.
Where is it supposed to be?
Wherever her chambers are, I guess.
Ah, okay.
Nico, you're so smart.
She's taking his blood transfusions or something.
Is it because his blood has magic in it?
Probably.
Pure
Double blood.
magic in it?
Yes. So to the I'll turn to you and go, we shall bring this to my chambers.
As you wish, and I will hurry, not running, but
And you guys make your way over to the deacon's chambers, now knowing the All-God Cleric's plan 2 days from now. His plan to take the Fury for his own purposes. And
we gotta kill this man.
And
2 days.
2 days. And if anybody doesn't realize that, first of all, there is no good option here, because either the All-God Cleric gets the power of the Fury, which is basically apocalyptic, or Imdago gets control of the All-God Cleric. Which would make
Oh.
going after Imdago
I like that option.
much more difficult.
We're gonna pick option C, which is
But
exactly.
with that, Ajowry, do you mind if we swap over to Olive?
The last thing
and
I'll
Mud?
say is when we're like far enough away from the All-God Cleric, I'll whisper to Kaori like, we can, if you're still good after we sort this out, we can go look for him.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
All right. Off we go.
Sounds good. And over to Mud and Olive.
Molive.
Molive.
A
Molotov
Molotov cocktail.
Westward, into the outskirts of Zarigo. You walk until the destroyed buildings become smaller, more rubble, more space in between them. Until after maybe 10, 15 minutes of walking, the city is beginning to pass behind you, with Narayan joining you, being able to use his palm signet as a guiding force towards his family's encampment outside of the city. During this travel, is there any kind of conversation that is had?
I think for the first chunk of it, it is painfully, awkwardly silent.
Yep.
Yup. But as we get more to the outskirts, Mud will first just wait to see if Olive has anything to say to him.
It's okay. No.
I'm gonna do an insight check on you.
Sure.
That's a 19.
She's not trying to hide anything. It's just a very blank slate that you're seeing right now. There's thoughts behind those eyes.
I think one of Mud's big things is him just being like, "Are you mad at me? Are you mad at me?" He won't say that, but he's trying to see if that's...
You're walking next to Olive like...
Nah. I am doing the...
Okay. And in the painful silence, you guys continue west until easily half a mile outside of the city. You're able to see Narayan as he sniffs the air, and he steps forward and says in a normal speaking voice, "Skylar, Wyla, Father, Yorda, Kurlak, I've returned. And I need you guys to give me a perception check."
Ten.
23.
23. Olive, what distracts you in this moment?
Her own thoughts.
Her own thoughts. Very, very within your own mind right now.
Mm-hmm.
It is a good thing that you are among friends. As Mud, you having a general sense for the nature around you as the sands begin to shift, you are able to realize that the Pash clan has surrounded you all in the darkness. And before you see them, you can feel them encroaching upon you. However, Olive, as they become visible to you, you're able to see, again, eyes totally fine, as they see Narayan there is an immediate. You're able to see Kurlak and kind of like his like stocky, very like war torn armor goes. Oh, it's nice to see you, my boy. I was so worried for you. And he comes over, a big hug, kind of picks him up as Olive behind you, Skylar appears and says, "Hello again."
I just nod in greeting.
Yorda approaches you both as everyone begins to greet Narayan again, and Yorda says, "Thank you. Thank you for returning him. We appreciate it. You didn't have to, and we recognize that."
I wanted to.
Give me an insight check.
Just Olive or me too?
I'm gonna say just Olive in this moment.
Okay.
Lucking David. Oh my god.
What'd you already get for deception? You got a nat 20. He's a brick wall.
Jesus.
Yes, waste all your nat 20s in the roleplay section.
Yep.
Oh, 11. I don't get it.
You see that Yorda kind of thinks deeply about you saying that, but Yorda has always kind of been a brick wall of being impossible to read. As Wyla, after saying hello to Narayan, begins digging a oh my god, what is it called? I think it's called like a Native American fire hole, which is a hole you can put a fire in that doesn't produce any smoke. As she begins to dig that to kind of make a meeting place for everyone to gather around. And the floor is yours. What do you guys do?
We've come to discuss how we're going to deal with our mutual enemy.
Kalinag speaks up, being the patriarch of the family, and says, "That psychopath! Yeah, he needs to be put in the fucking ground, doesn't he?"
Yeah. We are beginning the works of a plan. There are many among his flock who wish to be free, and so we are getting them ready. The plan too was also to lure his most faithful and most violent out into a battle of the beach with you, if possible, in which you help us push most of them into the sea to drown.
Got it. They would either flee into the boneyard and be taken out by monsters and raiders in there, or they'd be chopped apart by,
and kind of looks at his kids with a lot of pride and goes, "Us."
Yeah.
Okay. And so just to be clear, you want us to go after the troops and not the big guy?
I look to Olive. Kind of this knee-jerk reaction of, what do you think?
The plan discussed would be to separate the All-God Cleric from his troops in the attempt to take him down easier.
Okay. Makes sense to me. Divide and conquer, classic strategy.
It would also be a good idea to keep you guys close to the water just in case.
Kalinag looks upset at that. Give me an insight check, both of you.
I'm gonna flip my coin.
Nat 20!
I didn't need to flip my coin. It doesn't matter. Insight?
Yep.
16.
16. You both are able to remember Narayan having Narayan having conversations with his family. Mud, you can recognize it very easily. You look at Kalinag's face, and you are able to see the emotion of grief kind of flash across his eyes in the fire as it's kind of licking up like orange light across him. But Olive, I think you personally understand because Narayan told you directly that the fury kind of tapping into these negative emotions, these dominating forces within people. Narayan said it was able to take them so easily because everyone misses their mom. And you're able to see, with an at 20 on Kalinag's face, regret that you know that.
It wouldn't be for some time. There are preparations to be made. One of them involving the reason we came here. There is a weapon. Deep in the ocean.
They all lean in.
And we believe that once we obtain it, it could give a great advantage to killing the All-God Cleric.
Okay. Buried sea treasure. Powerful weapons. I'm following you so far.
Getting there has gotten a bit more complicated recently. However, and I'll look to Yorda, do you still have the porthole? I know it's been a while.
Yorda smiles, he thinks back to his time in the well, and he takes out the porthole. Again, I don't think we ever described it on stream before. It is basically a 2 foot by 2 foot circular ship porthole that has latches covering it so that like basically you cannot see the glass underneath.
Isn't it what our "We'll Be Right Back" stream is designed after? Or am I thinking of something else?
Yes. Hold on, wait. Yeah, it looks like this. We're back. Okay. Yes, it looks exactly like that. Except gotcha. It has 2 half circle boards covering it up. And everybody here, give me a quick strategy. Olive and Mud, give me a quick strategy check. Intelligence plus proficiency.
Let's talk about it. That's 10.
10?
21.
Sorry, plus proficiency.
Yep.
It's a 13.
13? Okay. Mud, you go, because you haven't seen this, you go, huh. Olive, in your mind, you know what this thing can do, and you have to imagine in some way, like in the devious parts of your captaining mind and your leadership mind, with all the plans you've concocted across this entire campaign, that you know what they were going to use this porthole for if they ever came across her again.
Oh.
And when I say her, that's a lowercase h.
For Rahi?
It's an anti-Rahi weapon, yes.
And I don't get that.
No, you do not get that.
Thank God. Thank God I don't.
Yeah.
Honestly, thank God. What does it do?
It's a portal to the deep sea.
Okay.
I believe this may be the key to getting the weapon. if you would be so kind as to let us use it.
Yorda looks to his dad, looks back to you, and says, "You have earned this. There's a small payment for keeping my brother safe. Thank you." And he hands the porthole over to you.
As I grab it, I hold it there for a bit, and I just say to him, "Whether you're with us or not, you're still my friend, and you're still my crew."
Give me an insight check.
Please!
Mud, you can give this to me as well, as Yorda looks back towards his dad.
Can I have advantage, please?
No, I'm sorry.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Damn, 9.
Olive, Yorda looks to you, and I'm going to get to that 20, Moss, looks to you and says, "You are my friend, and you were my leader for a time. And while I am in my own mind, I will never betray you again." Mud, hearing him say that, you know that what he is saying is true. But based upon what you have seen of his behavior, even when he was in the crew with you, you know that it's what he's not saying that's important here. Because as he looks back towards his dad, in Yorda's mind, and you would know this, Yorda is thinking family first always. And so although he is friends with Olive, and although what he's saying is true, if it came down between Olive and his family, Yorda would choose his family. Nico, is that correct? Okay. And with that, Yorda, let's go to the porthole.
I'm just mad dogging. I'm just staring him down this whole time. The moment he started speaking, my eyes have not left his face.
As he lets go of the porthole, he looks back at you, and he wait.
Sorry, there. Got it. I got it. Yeah.
Let's go. Show us the carcass. Put him on blast. As he lets go of the porthole, and a silence befalls the group. What do you guys do?
I'll take the porthole, put it in the bag of holding. Ryan, may we borrow your communication device so that we may notify you when the time is right?
Narayan steps up and he says, "I know it is very private, but I'm going to be giving my pendant over to these people as they..." And he looks over to your bubbling skin and says, "They have done so much to keep me safe. If they need us, they should be able to call upon us." And you watch as one by one all of his siblings and his father go, "Agreed, agreed, agreed, agreed," as they all agree, as he gives the pendant over to you. As you can write down Narayan's pendant, Narayan's palm pendant in your inventory.
Well.
Kalinag goes, "Now, it's got a couple things it can do. Number one, it's going to notify you if any of us are in trouble, and we're going to get a notification if you're in trouble, and we can come running to help out. And number two, if you need for us to get to you quickly, you can speak into it only once every week. It's very limited. Again, we're not artificers here. I hit stuff with a hammer and shock people. So you can speak into it, and we're going to get a radio transmission about maybe 25 words, and then we'll come, and then you can tell us whatever you need, okay?"
Makes sense.
Okay. And so you just want us to stay here and just start picking people off, basically?
Stay here until we notify you.
Okay.
You'll be able to tell which people to pick off.
the same people you were fighting.
Yep.
Do you remember who you were fighting?
It's like, yes, he does, yes. He goes.
I mean, in their fury state,
He does. Yes.
Okay.
It's like muddy, and there's like clearly like an emotional kind of like weight to it. As like it's, and this is gonna be such a terrible way of saying this. It's kind of like people who say, "Oh, I was drunk," and they feel ashamed of that. Like like you know what I mean? In the way of like he regrets it, but it was definitely him making those actions. So.
And I woke up at home.
Yeah.
All right.
Before we leave, I step forward and I clap a hand to Yorda's shoulder. And I lean in and I just whisper to him, you know, she's thriving. No thanks to you. I take care of my friends because they're my family. I hope you can understand that.
You put a hand on his shoulder, and
I'm not like I'm doing it to like I'm not doing it to like hurt him or anything like that. It's just so I can like get my message across.
He listens to you and he says, I can understand. I understand all of that. And I understand why you're saying it. And I certainly owe her a proper fight and an apology. That being said, and he cocks his head and looks around, and with your hand on his shoulder, you're able to see all of the Pash clan kind of just like put their thumbs kind of like on their weapons, and he goes, please take your hand off me.
I let him go.
You let go?
I find Skylar. I find her with my eyes, and I nod at her. And then I leave.
And you guys walk away. Or Mud walks away. Olive, anything else?
I won't get too far from Olive, but I'll be at like the door, being like, no.
Makes sense.
The door of the wilderness.
At the door to the desert.
Kicking sand.
You find one in the rubble, you prop it up, and you open it. Just, okay.
I'll just address the clan and say, stay safe. We will notify you when it's time.
Kalinag speaks up and says, we'll stay loose and limber and fat and happy until we're called upon.
And steer clear of your remaining members.
Yeah.
We'll find a way to free them.
We'll deal with that in time.
Thank you.
Kalinag, as you guys begin to make your way, kind of like stands and says,
To the both of you, a thank you from the Pash clan.
and he nods approvingly.
Be well.
He sits back down with his children, and they tend to the fire.
I know we're just about to shift back to the other group, but I want to make a note that Mud is going to talk to Olive on the walk back home.
Absolutely, yeah. We might not be able to cover that tonight, but we will definitely be able to cover that in the next session, okay?
Absolutely.
Because I don't know what the fuck we're going to do next session, so we'll figure it out. We will have Gab, though. Okay.
Yeah.
Immortan Gab.
Immortan Gab. Okay, so, that good for you guys? I'm sorry that we might not be able to get to your chat tonight.
No, it's fine.
I mean, I've also wanted to talk about it on the walk back.
Okay.
Quick,
I'm down to keep watching my shows.
Okay, quick 5 minutes
5
then,
minutes,
no problem.
like, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The text ain't going anywhere. I can give that to you guys anytime. Okay, not a
Go.
problem. You guys begin walking back as the winds begin to press dry, arid, hot sand up against your cheeks as even in the night, although with no sun this place is cool, the desert of this island is still uncomfortable. And walking in such uncomfortable positions, what do you do? What is the floor? What is the floor? What is the floor?
What is the floor?
The floor is yours. What do you do?
What is it?
What is it? It's still painful silence for a bit. And then eventually Olive breaks it and says, I don't think we should waste our efforts trying to convince the Inquisitors. Because I want every single one of them dead at the All-God Cleric's feet.
I don't care if they get redeemed or not. I just don't want to make this harder than it has to be. Revenge is great. Revenge is addictive. Make you do some pretty stupid things. What do you want, Olive?
Is this how you felt? How you still feel?
Do you feel like you're burning alive a little bit? Yeah. But there's more to life than revenge if we're gonna live it. If we're gonna be people. I chose to be a person. And I chose it because of you guys. I chose it because you told me I could be more than just hatred and power. Do you want to be more than just hatred and power?
Are you still going to kill Slashclaw?
Of course.
Can you?
I still dream about it. Every night. I thought it would stop after I got a heart back, but I don't think trauma works that way. I'm going to kill him. Because that is the way nature works. It might not be me, personally, who does it, but he is going to die, and it's going to be because of choices I make. But if I had to choose between killing him and saving you guys, I don't know what choice I would make. Because you changed me. All of you. And if you want revenge, I will be there with you to set the pyre on fire. But I'm also going to be there after it smolders into ash and new roots start to take hold.
As will I.
I don't want the world to burn because I think it deserves it. I think some parts need to burn so new can grow. I don't really believe in a concept of good and evil. There's just choices and consequences. But I want to make sure that I'm not I don't want to lose who I am after only just clawing it back. Do you want to be my friend? Do you think we are friends?
I think I wanted to tell you and her about Yorda. The more the both of you did for me and for this crew, the more ashamed I felt for keeping it from you. I don't regret it, but I am sorry for keeping it from you.
I can respect that.
You've changed me too. This whole crew has. I want to be your friend, Mud, but it's hard. I've lost a lot of friends, and no one talks about them. So it's hard for me to let go. But I'm grateful.
When you get that spear or weapon or whatever, do you think you're gonna lose yourself to it? Like Cowrie did.
Well, we'll have to see if I can earn it first.
You know, I just... You know, I haven't been the most honest either. I think I was a little unfair to you before. But if friendship is hard, then that's gotta mean that it's worth it, right? And if we can both be honest with each other a little more going forward, I think it will go a long way.
And I'll tell you right now, when I get that weapon, I'm going to use it to kill the All-God Cleric.
Excellent. Go for it. Be my guest.
I will.
I just don't want it to be all you become, if that makes sense.
It won't.
Insight check.
Math.
That math
19.
made you recoil.
I was like, 19 persuasion.
I can't. Oh my god.
Obama.
Michelle. I got a. I think I.
Did you beat me? Did you beat me or no?
I got a 14 plus 5, which is a 19.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god, my brain. Answer.
Yeah. It's not all she's going to become. She's not going to become revenge. She's going to become something else.
Okay.
And I look forward to it. And I'll see you on the other side of it, too.
Me too.
And back to the and back to the city you both ride. Now, we're going to be ending off very quickly. However, I would like to get one reveal from the Deacon's chambers out to Team A Jowry. Sound good?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, amazing job, Kate and Moss. That was beautiful. The relationships are complicated. I like it.
It's hard.
That was hard.
I don't know how I did it.
I just did it. It was hard.
Okay. AJ, you got a big dish of blood.
Yummy.
Cowrie, you are pretending to be the Deacon Hadassah Pierce as you are able to find the Deacon's chambers, which are an offshoot from the All-God Cleric's throne room. Basically the opposite side of the room from where Hymn's chambers are. Okay? You guys are able to open up the door to it, and in a large chamber inside that's been converted into kind of like personal dwellings, you're able to recognize that this room used to be, it is a modified scriptorium. Now, for those that don't know, a scriptorium, it was a room primarily used in monasteries and churches for the dedicated craft of hand designing and hand replicating religious text before the widespread use of the printing press.
Engraving? No, what was it called?
It was a scriptorium. Illuminating, yes. And the reason why you're able to recognize this is because there are desks everywhere in here. Desks that have been converted away from their religious text replication or design and into 3 specific categories. You're able to see that one desk is comprised of scientific equipment like microscopes and petri dishes and like it looks like steaks or like some kind of like raw tissue basically. A second desk has reading glasses, a notebook, and books similar to the ones found in the Terborg library. You're able to realize that like there are these books and tablets that have the same inscriptions as the ones on the cover of the books that Ken was trying to steal from the manor. And the last desk has several full journals with a lit candle, an inkwell and quill, and what looks like overlaid anatomical drawings of the All-God Cleric.
Lit candle. Oh, lit candle in the sense that like someone was in here recently?
Well, given she was in here about 4 hours ago when she was alive, that makes sense.
I forget how time works in this game.
Yeah, I know. It can be confusing. Every session is a month. You guys have been here for half a year. Okay.
Interesting.
Have we really?
No.
No.
That's
I've been here for 25 hours.
No, I mean out of like
totally.
Like
it's been like 6 months.
That's how it goes.
It'd be like that.
Yep.
Type shit.
Type shit.
Okay. Do I see where this bowl is more than likely going to end up? Like, are there other jars full of blood?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
My shelf of blood jars.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Oh, the dirty 20? You were able to see this bowl of blood is probably going to go over to what... And by the way, the 3 desks are called the science desk, the history desk, and the journal desk. The blood goes to the science desk.
Okay.
Science.
Interesting. Do you still have your the bag or thing, the good bag, the hold stuff?
Yes, I do.
Should we just
they're kind of connected, so it's like hit or miss. Because he might just show up in the good one.
Oh
Is
yeah.
the-
Oh.
But he doesn't
Fuck.
do it often. He doesn't do it often. He doesn't
Sure
do
doesn't.
it
He
often.
does not do it often. He's
He
a
likes
homebody.
his own bag.
Yes, he does.
Exactly.
And we keep him plenty happy with lingerie in that bag.
Yep.
Lingerie, gold, bacon. The 3 vital food groups of
Yep.
a bag man.
You got your
I
fiber.
meant in general. Lingerie is
your
the base.
protein.
Yeah, because I don't know about you, but I can do. This all seems very, very useful, and I don't know how much of it I will be able to understand.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I
But
will.
we should take a peek.
Yeah,
and
I
try
was
to
gonna
see.
say I'm gonna go over to the journalism desk and just.
Okay.
Is there already an open one, or are they like all sprawled out on the desk? Is it like neatly, filed?
Okay.
Kind
Is there a
of
big red post-it that says
don't open.
There are journals filled to the brim on the journal desk. So journal desk, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of reading before bed then. So there are so many journals, some incomplete, a lot of like very in-depth scientific knowledge. However, you're able to see 3 completed journals that are labeled with 1 word each, and you're able to see that these journals are labeled as history, healing, and injections. Which one do you want to look at tonight?
Do we have to check these books for traps?
No, there's no fucking. She booby traps her own journals.
That's so smart.
Just for
AJ's
fun.
so smart.
So
I've never
meta.
thought check for traps in the entirety of this campaign.
You really
So
haven't.
meta.
There really hasn't been a lot of infrastructure to trap. To be honest here.
What do you think? Oh,
Hmm.
Deacon. Which of your books shall we read?
it was history,
Healing.
healing and injections.
Yes.
Yeah. If
I
we're
assume-
gonna... What were you
Oh
gonna
no.
say? No, what were you gonna say?
That maybe she's trying to heal with his blood? Or heal him. He's healing
Yeah.
himself somehow? I don't know. We'll get something useful from any of these, I imagine.
Yeah, it matters, I would think, who the journals are in the context of, him or her. Because if it's
Hmm.
the healings about him, that could be useful if we're gonna try to...
Then maybe history. Get some
History's probably...
context.
Yeah, I like
Alrighty.
that.
That is the longest one.
Yes.
Read me a textbook before bed, Dad.
Alright.
Bedtime stories.
Quantum physics. In the beginning.
Yay!
Oh my god. Let's make sure all this is accurate. Yes, okay. Who wants to read this out loud? Message is too long. Well, that's not a great sign.
Oh?
Break it up.
I'm working on it. Break it
Break
up.
it
Ran out of the
Break it
character
up.
sites.
Break it up.
Okay, here's the plan. Darby, you're gonna read the first half. Nika, you're gonna read the second half. There you
All
go.
right. Is this the first half?
This is the first half, yes.
Okay.
This is good. We're gonna be get a snack and get some water. We're gonna be here for like 5 minutes straight.
Everybody lock in.
Lock
Drink some
in.
chapstick.
Okay, I got this.
And then we're gonna go to bed
Okay.
immediately.
A brief recollection. I write this because I fear my time with the All-God Cleric may be coming to an end soon. My previous decades of monitoring have yielded more than fruitful results. However, I fear he will expire soon. Thus, it seemed appropriate to give a brief summary of our history together so that he will be immortalized with ink rather than with song and prayer. A decade after the Battle of Sailor's Pass, Superi and Trum were and still are ruins. The boneyard was impassable chaos, and the northern and southern cities were festering wounds to the most vile specimens of humanity one could imagine. It was perfect. There is no better place for experimentation. The subjects were unintelligent, unkept, and unloved. The tribes and clans showed little care if some went missing during the night. And if my more dangerous technologies sawed a rift between realms, I'm sure the sea would be thankful if these islands were swallowed as long as they were spit out God knows where. Speaking of gods, I came across the All-God Cleric for the first time when I spied him holding some kind of quaint little ceremony. His brother, a disgraced priest of some sort, declared that a group tried to flee the flock and an example had to be set. The short of it was that he battled a mother, father, and 2 sons to the death. They prayed to Grumpsh for strength, and so did he. He managed to kill the males and declared to the mother that their god cared more for him than he did for her family, before decapitating her. He was perfect, strong and power-hungry and delusional beyond belief. All I needed to do was appeal to the subject's sense of righteousness and to his brother's sense of justice. It took many months, but I was soon a trusted advisor.
That is part 1. You flip the book around and give it over to AJ. And Nico, please read this second part.
The All-God Cleric allowed me to deepen my understanding of science through the worthy sacrifices he provided me. But there was one experiment that I believed only he could withstand. It was a massive amount of radiant energy, an unwieldy barrel, and a needle the size of my forearm. But one evening I was able to drive it deep into his arm when he slept. And as I gazed into his pain and screaming eyes, I saw infinity, endless heavens and hells flashing by, the curses and prayers of gods erupting from his mouth in tongues not heard in hundreds of years. From his survival, the possibilities with the injections only grew. The radiant energy grew more concentrated, the syringes became more portable, and the test subjects became ample in number. All of this while also having the ear of the most powerful man in this strip of the world allowed me for a great deal of freedom. Watching the All-God Cleric grow has been such an informative case study, and it has only deepened my fascination with gods and their realms. The Fury has proved useful in steering wayward travelers right into our flock, and the data I've been able to collect is invaluable. In Frijan, there is a great bridge. In Zanwei Fu, there are pools, but in the palm of the fist, there is a wall. A thin wall, but a wall nonetheless. That is all for now. The next step is to secure the Everglow. I believe there will be no better tool on my path to make a door.
And that is the history journal. And as you both gaze at each other, having read that, that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Ooh, I'm so glad we read that one.
Yeah.
That's so much stuff.
Is that why he's all fucked up?
Is the Everglow one of the weapons?
The Everglow is yours, AJ.
Oh!
Still the sun in his
one in
fist.
the fist.
Yippee!
You gotta go!
You gotta go.
You gotta go.
So yeah, we all having a good time?
Oh yeah.
Yes, and yes. Drew, Gav, I'm so sorry.
Drew.
Okay, that you guys are very soothing voices, put my ass to sleep. Gab, so sorry you couldn't be here. But that was the first journal of 3 of 2 desks. There's a lot of information to get from this. This is like the Resident Evil lore drop.
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
But yeah,
Hooray!
so, and if it's not clear based upon that, what was just learned there, the All-God Cleric was the first test subject of the injections.
Yeah. Are we gonna turn out?
What?
Are we gonna turn out like that?
No, I think he's the botched version.
You get the sense, well, because, and also I think it was mentioned, like this is fucking a while ago, is that it was mentioned that if you fail the radiant injection, it kills you. However, as we've talked about in the lore before, out of like 6,000 test subjects, there have to be some variations of like, some have to be better at resisting stuff than others. And so clearly, there are failures that have side effects. And the All-God Cleric is one of those side effects. And now, and there is a lot that you can pull just from that. So
that what I pulled from that is that the true big bad of this entire fucking campaign is in the Frist. It's
Bronzeback, yeah. It's in the Frist. Her name is Bronzeback, and this turn ain't big enough for the 2 of us. So yeah. But yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you guys have to dissect all that info and tell me. Give me the footnotes.
We gotta look into everybody's
Give me
heads
all
and
the
make sure they don't
implications.
have
You guys are gonna be Charlie from It's Always
implications.
You gotta
Sunny.
think about the implications.
And
You gotta
now
think
know where-
about the Rammies and the Imbies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And now you know where his powers come from.
The stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Because again, his sword has a tube that goes into his arm that goes into the blade. So
his blood, right? Because it has radiant
yes.
magic in it.
Oh,
you remember-
he got he shot up Cleric.
Yeah, he's roided up. Exactly. Nico, you were right the whole
Yeah,
time.
steroids are great. They do nothing bad to your body. You just get really strong if you sat on the couch for
You can hear all the gods.
Why are you saying don't do steroids? I didn't know that size is everything. So yeah. And so, as the teams begin to converge, a lot more information is going to be learned about the All-God Cleric, about what MRPHD was doing. I mean, you kind of know what she was doing here, but like in terms of what she's been studying, and potentially the deepening understanding of the All-God Cleric, perhaps may reveal a couple ways in which you would be able to defeat him more easily. But that will be next time on Palm of the Fist. Anything else you want to say before we sign off?
Size is everything.
Size is everything.
Just the way
Thanks
you
for coming.
wrote, it was like the way you have her voice or their voice locked so well down that it's like I hated hearing her fucking journal because I'm like, this fucking psychopath. I hate her.
She's a scientist with literally no HIPAA guidelines whatsoever. So, anyway, but everybody...
Doctors are the villain.
Doctors, exactly. Don't
Dr.
get
Popper's
vaccinated.
one
Doctors
side.
are the
There
villain.
is the villain. No.
Yeah.
D&D.
But with that, everybody, sleep well. Have a wonderful night. We should be doing this again sometime next week. I'm really looking forward to that. Much love, guys. The best players in the world, and we catch you next time. Peace out, guys.
Thank you for coming to the table.
Bye.